Hello, everyone. How's it going, y'all? We hope everyone's doing good. Glad to see everyone. Hope everyone's doing great because I know we are, and it's been a little crazy. It's been a little crazy. What y'all think about the new intro? By the way, ta-da! It's our 50th episode. Never thought we'd make it this far. You've come a long way, baby. It has been crazy. Humble beginnings, recording and just putting stuff up and kind of looking silly along the way. But here we are. We've figured a few things out, at least enough to get us to 1,599 subscribers. We just need one more, guys. One more to push us over that 1,600 mark.
Today is also my mom's birthday. And we've been dating. We started dating 25 years ago. We went on our first date.
She was like, you know what? That old boy right there got it going on.
Yes.
That's exactly how it went.
Exactly what I said.
Exactly how it went.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome in, guys, to our 50th episode. We will get into business here in a second. Got a few little pieces of admin that I want to address. So first and foremost, if you'll take a look at the ticker below. So Helping Hands for Cruising had the cruise-a-thon this past week, and for reasons that we will describe later, we'll let you guys know why we didn't participate. A lot has happened to the good and to the bad since we last talked to you guys. And so we're going to let you know what all has been going on. And it's been a little wild. But anyway, since we were not able to support Cruise-a-thon other than showing up on folks and doing chats and giving them some support, what we've done is we've opened up our Teespring store. And inside the Teespring store, from now until the 10th of September, if you put in the code HH4C at checkout, you'll get 10% off, and 100% of our profits are going to go directly to Helping Hands for Cruising. So get on over there, buy some swag, and let's build their profits. So they're trying to get to $10,000 this time around. That would cover their needs moving forward, or our needs, and we're a member of the board as well. And they're oh so close. So, you know, if we could sell, I don't know, 50 t-shirts, that'd go a long ways. 50 hats, whatever. 50 coffee mugs. Eddie Lugo can let you know that those coffee mugs are great. I hope that Paul Vines can let you know that the hats are great. But to be honest, I gotta check back in with him and see if he got the hat. So there was a little
Lovey has a shirt.
Lovey has a shirt. That's right.
Meg has a shirt.
I think so. Yeah, Meg has a shirt. I think Danny D may have some stuff, but anyway, get on over there. We've, leggings. We got it all. We got board shorts, and we don't make a lot of money anyway. But anyway, 100% of the proceeds going to Helping Hands for Cruising. Worthy cause, worthy bunch of folks. So as always, we want to open up the chat to folks that want to celebrate their cruise countdowns, things that are coming up, anniversaries, birthdays, and the like, vacation countdowns, whatever you're celebrating, go ahead and get in there and let us know. And also, did I say birthdays, anniversaries?
Yeah.
I think I got it all. But yeah, so first in the chat is the GOAT of all moderators, Miss Meg. She says she loves the new intro. And she's over here from a Have Luggage Will Travel raid. And we were just over there as well. Yeah, so Rayleigh Blaine says, Have Luggage Will Travel Sunglass raid. Yeah. Yep. It's half-pack cigarettes. It's dark outside. And Josh has glasses on. And Blaine says, heard the intro, stopped to see if Lee, your cruise director, was able to talk with us. Have Luggage Will Travel in the house. Chastity's here as well. Yeah, I would buy some Little Debbie's on a cruise for sure. Have Luggage Will Travel. I agree. Shane Morgan in the house. I would have, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Danny D, the super supporter. We've got Marsha from CME Traveling. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Will G in the house. Good to see you. SCT Adventures, Greg and Felicia. Good to see you guys. We have someone new. Adventures with Roxanne. Hello, hello.
Hi, welcome in and welcome to the Moonlight Mafia.
Welcome in, guys. Herman Merman, welcoming you in. We thank you for joining us, and hopefully that you continue to be part of the Mafia as we move forward. Hopefully we won't run you off on the 50th episode. Will says he don't think he would pay for any of those. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Yeah, SCT says you were but wee little tykes. Yep, 16 years old at the time. You can do the math on how old we are now.
You must.
Well, I've got grandma. We have grandma in the house. My grandma in love, Chastity's grandma by blood. She had to be her grandma, but she picked me. Traveler Bust, Aaron and Tracy. Hello, hello. They will be our cruise mates on our next cruise. Excited about that. Excited to see them. We've got Tommy from She Devil Adventures. Welcome in. Amanda just chilling. There's Kurt. He says he loves the new intro. Thank you. Yeah, we put quite a bit of work in there. Daily Dose of the Bible. Welcome in, Kenny. Good to see you. Good to have you. My naughty brother from another mother in the house. He says, hey, hey, hey. He actually called me his sister from another mister, which that's fine. You know, whatever floats your goat. Yeah. Right.
You said, we're used to that one. I always think everybody knows what that means, but
yeah. So Naughty Cruiser says, Mike says, you know, he went with pizza, but he wouldn't pay for anything. I agree. I wouldn't pay. 61 days till the booze cruise, see me says, and Shane has 62 days until he's sailing on the Glory. I believe, yeah, that's all booze cruise talk there. So yeah, we're excited about that. And you know, we are still talking. So Paul says he still doesn't have a hat. So I tell you what, Paul, there was some kind of issue with your address according to Teespring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that sent to Miss Meg if you're okay with that. Let me know if that's good with you. If not, we'll figure something else out. So I apologize for that. We'll get that squared away. We got Bill in here.
That was a
while ago. Yeah. He was our first or second winner, I think.
Yeah, second, I believe.
Bill from Warmstrong Adventures in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. So if you're wondering what we're talking about on the giveaway, I'm just going to throw this up one time because I don't want to feel like we're beggars here by any means. But if you do choose to super chat, we want to give something back. So it's what we're all about. We want to put positivity out, and if people are willing to give to us, we want to give back. So anytime you give a super chat, for each $1 donated, you get one ticket entered into the merch giveaway. What that means is it goes into Goldie back there. Dang it, I forgot her name. Rose, our golden barrel. She is our lovely ticket giveawayer. And what will happen is when we hit $100 of super chats, we will roll that beautiful barrel, and whoever comes out the winner gets to go for one item inside the merch store. So the swag store, this one right here. There's also Streambot will be running the link there. And Miss Meg, if you happen to have the link close by, please drop that into the chat. If not, no big deal. You can find it all over. We posted it on the community tab, and Streambot will be running it. So enough of that. So we got 53 to go till 100, just so you guys know on the super chats.
Well, you're going to go back up.
Yeah. So what am I going to?
Countdowns. We're at 20 days.
Yeah, we're at 20 days. We're at 20 days. And so you saw, well, look at this. Kenny is going on another cruise. 74 days until the Carnival Sunshine going out of Charleston.
The one with Crystal.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think this is the Kenny cruise, right? The Kenny group cruise?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, very cool. We'll have to look into that because Charleston is not far from us.
Yeah, but we'll just be getting back the week before that.
Who says that matters?
I don't know.
I mean, is that a rule?
Well, I mean, I guess not.
If you can afford it, you can do whatever, right? Will G, welcome in. Good to see you. He's got, I think I already said Will G, welcome in, but he has 39 days until the Carnival Dream. So that's, you know, who do we have? There's nobody in KMA territory that I saw. We're close.
Yeah, we're almost.
Us and Traveler Bust are just a beard hair away. A trimmed beard hair, not one of mine. It's probably more like a mustache hair away. So Crystal's not going anymore. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, you know, things happen. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I am paying attention, but I'm going to crawl on my cellular phone here. That's a quote from my Granny Jackson, the cellular phone. And I'm going to close out our poll. Maybe. Maybe I will have to jump on the old YouTube here. Give me just a second, guys. Bear with me. I always have something like this going on, so you know how it is.
Why would it not let you close it out?
Split down the middle, 30% for baked goods and pizza, 25% would go with cookies, and 15% soft serve ice cream. So the reason we brought that up, Meg says she's got 3 days until Little Rock. Man, so you are in Kiss My Ass territory. However, I wish I had that hat over to you now. But I have a sneaking suspicion that you will be seeing Mr. Paul again, or Mr. Paul will be seeing you. 29th birthday for Kenny on September 27th. So every time you come in here, Kenny, and you let us know how much closer it is to your birthday, you get one of these. Happy birthday. We're so glad you came. Happy birthday from the Moonlight Gang. Oh, we are so excited. We hope that you are too. So happy birthday from the Moonlight crew. Hey! Happy birthday, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
Kenny's
the lucky one. No.
Kenny won't be back.
I'm not telling him until after my birthday.
Okay, so anyway, you know, so we want to talk a little bit about charges on a cruise ship. So just found out today, I was watching Matt over at Royal Caribbean blog. I think it's blog or blog. Anyway, yeah, vlog. And he said that I guess Royal Caribbean had to, you know, go away from charging for Sorrento's pizza. Yeah, they're all dropping like flies after the singing. So,
yeah.
Hey, Kathy, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to have you. But yeah, so they went away from Sorrento's charging for pizza. You know, there was a lot of talk amongst the cruising community about what you would charge or what you would be willing to pay for as far as snacks go. You know, any of those things we put up in the chat, I don't know that I would be willing to pay for. However, you're up, you've been drinking, you leave the club or you leave the comedy club, whatever it is, had that long day. I got a sneaking suspicion that a lot of people would pay a couple bucks for a pizza.
Yeah, that's the only one I would pay for.
Yeah.
I can wait on the ice cream and cookies.
Yeah.
Baked goods.
I don't know, ice cream.
No, we've only got ice cream.
We have paid for ice cream before on the ship.
When?
We paid for gelato on MSC, but gelato is something special. And that's the thing. Like if it was a special pizza, some kind of specialty pizza, I would buy that. I would pay for a specialty pizza.
We usually don't even get the free ice cream.
No, I mean, we always forget about it.
Yeah, we just don't ever get it. But we never forget about pizza. But
on the Meraviglia last time, they had key lime ice cream, and it was fantastic. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got Mark the Shark in the house. Welcome in. We'll give you that salute that Sea Leg likes to give you. Meg, she says, I'd just go get something else rather than paying too many options. I agree. Shane says he's glad that Carnival hasn't tried anything like that yet. Yet. Yeah, that's yet. I mean, you know, it's there's rampant inflation, and they are for profit entity, but you know, a lot of those. I mean, the reason that folks like cruising so much is that you have that open buffet and so many options to go, and when you start charging for those things, it starts to lose a little bit of its allure. I mean, if you're going to make me pay for every single thing, I might as well go to Disney World. But,
well, I mean, I can see it would be fair to say like after midnight.
After midnight,
midnight till like 6 a.m, you have to pay for your pizza, but it's going to be made fresh right then. If it's going to be paid for, it's going to be good.
So not to jump, but I went to go see a Mets game at Citi Field since the last time you guys saw us. And that's my one little takeaway from it. I hate the Mets as a Braves fan, but it was.
And this was only
cool.
$40.
Yeah,
right?
I got the worst barbecue ever in that cup for $40. So, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking getting brisket in New York at the ballpark, but
you said it was good.
The pulled pork was good. The rest of it was hot garbage.
But I bet you ate it.
Oh yeah, I put it away. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's still brisket, but you know, it was more like actually. So I give it a little bit higher than Carnival's barbecue, just because the pulled pork was better. But the rest of it, it's like
so it didn't taste like dog poop.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I love that picture of you eating that sausage. So it looks like it tasted.
Yeah, it did.
No pop to the sausage. It's just mush.
Ugh.
All right. So Marcia says, yep, I think she agrees with us on the pizza. After a night of drinking, day of drinking, you got to soak up some of that. And yeah, I definitely agree with you. I would probably pay for the pizza. Let's see what else we got here. Rayleigh Blaine says, I'm not sure people need to complain about paying stuff. They go in a casino and drop $50 like hotcakes and complain at $20 or $30. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a good way to look at it for sure. I mean, you know, we drop a lot of money on drink packages and such. I'll tell you what, I would drop a lot of money on a specialty dining package, you know, that was like all you can eat specialty dining. Like I don't have to make a reservation. I can call, they deliver it to my room. I'd do it 100% all day long.
Yeah, that is true about the casino, though.
Yeah.
Because he always wants to play. So I was like, okay, $50.
Yeah.
Here's $50. Put it in. I'm going to go get us a drink. Came back. Money's gone.
Yeah, by the time she hits the bar and comes back, done.
He's just sitting there.
I'm a terrible gambler.
Yeah,
it's a good thing I don't like it that
much.
much.
Remember when we spent like, I don't know, $40, $50 trying to win that $10 bill?
That's because I love the coin pusher.
Yeah,
I really enjoy the coin pusher.
It's a $10 bill. Don't put more than like 8 in trying to win.
I was trying to get bingo. If you got the word bingo, you got a special prize.
Yeah, but that's what everybody's trying to do. That's the whole.
Oh, it was worth it. I had a good time. I mean, those quarters go a long ways.
Yes.
Meg says, I feel like half the fun for some people is saving as much money as they can on a cruise. That's true. I mean, you know, we saved every dime initially. Like we didn't do excursions or any of that kind of stuff. And then when we went on our first excursion, we're like, okay, we've got to do an excursion every time we go, at least one, which has turned into multiple excursions.
Yeah, because I don't want to do an excursion if we've never been there before, because I want to get off and explore and see the place and not jump straight in a taxi and go somewhere and then like, well, how did you like it? I have no idea, because all we did was snorkel.
Well, unless it's like the one that we went on in Roatan. Now that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to look at doing something like that in Old San Juan, most likely, or just tour it ourselves. But
Yeah.
And if there's a port that we don't particularly enjoy, like probably if we go back to Freeport till they start, I think they're supposed to redo that port at some point.
We'll stay on.
We'll probably just stay on board the ship and enjoy a relatively free ship, free of folks. Let's see. Hey, see the world with Chris, and we've got the Tyler Show in the house. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Tyler Show here in a little bit. He may be showing up streams, and we'll talk about what that's all about. Meg says she's asking about the sausage here. She says, was it juicy?
Oh, I don't remember. I try not to think about it very much.
Oh, it was moist, but it had no snap. When you bite into a sausage, unless it's breakfast sausage, you want that pop.
I just remember it really did smell like poop.
Yeah.
And I couldn't eat it because it really did smell like dog poop.
It tasted like it too.
I couldn't eat it. It was, I don't remember if it was juicy. I don't think I think I probably spit it out. I don't know if I ate anything there. I spit
There's a whole lot
out.
of phrasing going on here. A whole lot of phrasing going on. It's juicy. I spit it out.
That's what she said.
All right. Yeah, it is. So let's see. See the World with Chris says he would not pay for pizza on a cruise. Blaine says he's with Chris. He'd go to the buffet. Yeah, that's your.
Now, the only time we would pay for pizza is when everything's closed. And the only thing that's open, if your only food option is to pay for, and it's midnight, and you have to pay for pizza to eat, then we would pay.
I mean, it's like being in the hotel, and it's like you eat an early supper because you're bored, and then you walk past that lobby little convenience store kind of area, and you're like, man, it'd be so easy to go over there and get one of those Magnum ice cream bars, and of course you pair it with a Coke Zero.
Yes. I feel so stupid when I go through like Taco Bell. Can I get the deluxe box? And what to drink? Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Like that's going to save you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel so dumb.
So Greg says he had to go to the Betty Ford clinic for the claw machine addiction. Yeah, I get that. Marcia says that she has our luck at the casino. See the world with Chris. I agree. Pizza should only cost about $1, and that's including labor. Yeah, you're right. Tyler Show. He's kind of like us. So I never understood the hype either about specialty dining until we did it. And it's, if you enjoy the MDR, the only sailing we've been on where the MDR was better than specialty dining. Well, I don't want to say 100% better, but some of it was better was on MSC, which a lot of people say that it's trash food, but man,
I liked all of the specialty dining except
Surf and Turf Night, Elegant Night. That's some of the best food. It was so good. Well,
that's not specialty dining though.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Like MDR versus specialty dining. We've done the only specialty dining we've done on Carnival so far has been the sushi place. So we're definitely going to try out. Was it the 555 Steakhouse or whatever?
Yeah,
on
we're
Glory.
doing that. Yeah. That's the only
if
one.
they have the Chinese restaurant, I'd like to try that. GG or whatever that is.
Well, they might have it, but it's not on like a buy now option.
Yeah,
so I don't know what's on there. I don't know what they have, but it might just be a pay when you're there.
Lovey's Big Bite keeps promoting the Seafood Shack, and that looks really good too.
Yeah.
See the world with Chris. He says specialty dining used to be a low cost supplement that included food. Now it's costing too much, as much as on land, totally a cash grab. That's true in some MSC though. You get a specialty dining package and it's hard to beat. And I know we're starting to sound like the MSC channel, but we have no shame. We loved it. We're going on an MSC cruise in September. But we're happy with all the cruise lines we've been on.
All of the
yeah. So Mike Gormley, the naughty cruiser, says it was moist. Blaine says that's not a good sausage if it smells like poop.
No,
I agree with that. Marcia, she's got some poop sausage on there. Meg's laughing. Take a baggie to the buffet at 9 p.m. and load up. Yep.
Hey,
Meg says she may have done that before. See Me says Chastity, hashtag spits out sausage.
Yeah.
Shane says he heard they were charging 20% gratuity for a cookie. Wow. So Meg says they do not have Gigi's on the Glory. So if they don't have Gigi's, do they have that teppanyaki? Do they have that?
The only specialty dining option that was showing was the steakhouse. But
it's okay.
It might be different when you get on. Yeah. I have no idea.
I don't know. We don't know the Glory. We're going to get to know her, and we're excited. But first, we must get to know the Seascape. All right. So on to what you guys came here for. So since we last left you, we have experienced some awesome, fantastic, maybe some of the best times we've had in our short life because we're so young. And also some of the worst times. So,
yeah,
we
had the best week that went into the worst week.
Well, prior to the best week, it started prior to the best week. So,
one of the worst.
You guys know that I am a disabled combat vet. I've talked a little bit about my PTSD, but one thing I have not shared with the group is that I suffer from epilepsy as well. That's one of my disabilities is epilepsy, and it has not reared its ugly head in years. However, I came home 3 weeks ago now, and it's crazy. I mean, the universe and the Lord really blessed us because traveling across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, went through multiple states, coming home from New Jersey. I get home, and within 30 minutes of being home, I have a seizure. So with that, state of Virginia says I cannot drive for 3 months. And since then, I've had a few other episodes, and Chastity won't even let me go upstairs or downstairs unattended at this point. So that started it all. And Chastity has been a great caretaker in driving me around here and there to work, wherever I need to go. And then we went to... Go ahead.
He's working from home.
Yeah,
but he's had to go in like one day.
Yeah, I can't do 100% of my job from here. Got to go in for some stuff. But so after that though, we high note. Actually, before that, I had to go to New Jersey again, which worried Chastity to death. But folks were driving me around and taking care of me there. No issues while I was there. Except for a little stomach issue I had after eating that freaking nasty barbecue. But anywho, leave there, head down to Pensacola. And that is where we had one of the best times.
Destin.
Yeah. Destin. Well, we flew into Pensacola, hung out with Dustin, then went to Destin. That's a little bit of a tongue tire. It's fantastic that our kids are living like Pensacola, Destin's in the middle, and Panama City's over here. So, it's Destin's right in the middle, and that's not a bad place to be.
So it was us, Dustin's girlfriend. She flew down with me, and Dylan, Kaylee, and Landon. And we just had the very best time. It was so fun. Everybody got along.
Yeah.
It was just the best.
So I appreciate the prayers in the chat. Busby's asking if I'm okay now after the episodes. We're playing it day by day, so we'll get a little bit to some of what happened in the days that went on, but it's been, I don't know, about once a week I've had something bubble up. And by the way, my blood pressure is all over the place right now too. So just all kinds of good things going on with us, but it's all right. I mean, it's all about putting good out and getting good back. And, we try to do the right thing all the time. And, it's just all part of the plan. All right. Where was I at? Got distracted. Saw a ball and chased it.
Destin.
Yeah. So All right, let me go over here, and we're going to pull up video number 1. So we're going to preface this a little bit. Preface. So this is the boys singing a little bit of David Allan Coe, one of his greatest, in the pool in the middle of the Emerald Grand. That's where we stayed. So if you know anything about Destin, the Emerald Grand is right after Crab Island when you cross over the bridge, right in front of McGuire's, and they have that wonderful Harbor Walk Village right down from it.
Yeah,
just great.
the pool is just,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
So here is that was on the last day there, and the young Marine and the airman singing a little "You Never Even Call Me by My Name."
That pool though, like,
yeah, it was
Landon could just walk and play. We stayed in that pool. We stayed there way more than the beach.
Yeah, so you can see right here, so right behind, aft for you aviators or seamen, aft of the pool is the bar. You can kind of see the bar area there, which we'll talk about the last day in the bill we ran up. But they've got one of those 0 entry, like, beach type, and the pool is no deeper than 4 foot deep anywhere. So Landon was able to just roam around.
Yeah, he knew what areas he could go in. Like, he stayed and he made so many friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah, SCT, it is really nice. And McGuire's is fabulous. We'll talk about that one here in a second too. Meg says Landon is so cute. Yes, I did say Seaman. Captain Billy J. Captain Seaman Billy J. Chanster in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. It was a fun time, Kenny. We had a great time. So this is us. What's really unique about it's a Wyndham resort. It's one of the time we own with Wyndham timeshare. So Emerald Green, they have their own private beach. So it's a lot like taking a tender boat.
Grand.
Emerald Grand.
You keep saying green.
Emerald is green. You're saying green. Green. But not John Deere green. Come on, get it all out of you right now. But yeah, so it's kind of like a tender boat. You get on, and you take this little boat. You turn left out of the beach, head up, and you've got this private beach that's so much like being on a cruise ship.
Yeah, the only people on the beach are the people staying at this resort.
Yeah, and
it's nice.
really nice, really cool. And the shuttle out there is free. Of course, the crew works for tips.
Yes, Meg, you can.
Yeah, come on up. Hey, we've got 2 free rooms. So
yeah,
we're trying to build this empire here. We've already offered to Riley that she could be our Instagram liaison.
Yeah, we told her we'd pay her 10%.
Yeah, it's like she's $1.50 a month. I mean, come on.
She didn't want it.
She didn't want it. Yeah, so Chastity loves this
favorite picture. Yeah, he's grabbing onto him like, come here, Popl.
We had a blast. We had so much fun. And Landon is a Poppl's boy. He loves his Mimi, but he's infatuated with his Popl.
No.
I come in and he just he don't grab my beard, he just So there's Ford Man's other channel in the house. Good to see you again. And so there's the little man with us just hanging out we're actually, are we at the bar? We may be at the bar here.
Yeah.
I think we are.
We probably did.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, we were at the bar
This
getting
is-
him a Virgin
yeah,
Miami
because-
Vice. Yeah.
Yeah, he kept wanting these drinks. We didn't know how much we're paying for these drinks, but he just wanted them and wanted them. Like, okay. I mean, there's no alcohol in it, so it's probably cheap.
Probably cheap.
But no,
$8. $8 pop.
every time. And he would drink a little bit, like,
Yeah.
I want another one.
He wanted the whipped cream and he wanted the cherry.
Yeah.
I understand. So after having to pay $8 for drinks,
Yeah.
Mimi put
He shows up.
into work.
We told everybody, we'll pay for everything. We'll pay for food. We'll pay for all of it. But if you want anything extra, you have to pay for it. And he shows up wanting suckers and all kinds of toys and all this stuff. Like, no, you want some stuff, you're going to have to vacuum.
Get after it, kid.
He loved this vacuum. I don't know why.
Yeah, thank you, Grandma. We had a blast. It was good for us. It was good for all of our mental health, I think. The boys have been just slammed. You know, Dustin has been training since he's entered the Marine Corps, with the exception of just a short break between MCT and coming here. He came here for 30 days, then had to get back after it. And it's just been nonstop for him. And Dylan had just got back from TDY in Utah. So it was really a much needed respite for all of us. But
yeah.
So there's the pictures, and that's what we had going on.
Yeah,
it was great.
Best.
So let's tell them what happened on the last day. The last day we were there. Or do you want to go? No, all right. So I'll start. So day one, when we get there, we had a room. It sat right on the ground level, and you could walk right out to the pool, and it had this patio deal, and it's super nice. We enjoyed it, but we had a couple of issues with the room. So we called and let them know. And I mean, you know, it's not cheap. So anyway, we let them know, hey, we're having an issue with the room, and they offer to move us. And they also offer us some vouchers down at the Harbor Walk Village of about $150.
Yeah.
So Busby says that his mom goes by Mimi to her grandkids as well. Mimi and Popl. But yeah, so we get that voucher, and then the night we were told we're getting the voucher and we moved, we went to McGuire's. We couldn't get in McGuire's because the line was so long. So we went over to McGuire's Pizza. When we go over to the McGuire's Pizza, you know, appetizers came on out. We ordered 3 pizzas. That was a mistake because we didn't know how big they were. But we ordered 3 pizzas, and we'll go from there.
Well, we sat there, and I get a call while we're ordering, so I knew exactly what time we ordered. But we're sitting there, and we're just talking and having fun, and then Dustin has to be back. He can't stay the night. He has to be back in Pensacola at midnight, so we have to leave by 10. Well, it's like 8:00 or 8:30. And he says, well, maybe we could just get our pizzas to go. It's already been an hour. So I looked like, it's been an hour and 5 minutes. So let's tell them to get them to go. And so we finally see our waiter. I was like, can we just get our pizzas to go? And he said, I'm so sorry. I just had a big table, and I haven't put y'all's order in yet.
Hadn't even put it in.
I was like, what? It's been over an hour. And he's like, I'm so sorry. So he's automatically done. The manager comes and like, okay, you get away. But she takes care of us, and she took care of our bill and everything. And it was really nice, really good pizzas. And they took care of us.
Then on the way out, the head chef kind of cuts us off, and he's like, hey. He's like, look, I want you guys to come back. He's like, how long are you guys here for? And so we told him. And he said, okay, before you leave, you got to come back. And he gave us a card, and the card, it was a front of the line card for McGuire's Pub, and $50 toward our next meal. So take that. That's awesome. So now we've got $200 in the pocket. So Yeah, Blaine, he did have a rough night with his boss. He was a little shaky, he may have been a little methed up. Yes, you heard that right, methed up.
I didn't notice until everybody
he had
everybody else
little
told me.
itchies going on.
I just thought
the
he was weird.
jerkies. Yeah. Michael Ann, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being in here. But Meg, I would say yes, but I don't know. I really think he was on something. So
he didn't have to. All he had to do, we had to write our orders down on this menu thing. You just had to circle what you want.
Yeah.
All he had to do was go turn them in, and he couldn't even find them because the manager came out and she's like, "Okay, well, he can't even find your order." So.
I don't think it was the first issue they had with him.
Yeah, everybody was acting like it was a lot with him.
So that happened, and we go back, and the next day we head out to Margaritaville, and fantastic. We saw what was rock salt PCB. It's a lady and a man, and the woman, my goodness, what a voice. She got up there and she sung the Ocean by Led Zeppelin and just belted it. Just fantastic.
The best thing that we've ever seen is our 3-year-old grandson get up on stage alone. He's the only one. And he goes up there and he's working his fingers and he goes like, oh my gosh. Running, everybody's laughing.
Running, jumping, bouncing around, walking right up to the singers. And he would do like a few rounds and everybody's clapping and laughing at him. And then you see him again going,
yeah, let me get my fingers. He closed his eyes.
Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth.
It was so funny.
So yeah, that was so cool and so funny. But and we had a little bit of a bad experience there as well, but it was fine. But
we didn't say anything. They came out and
the waiter
we were just
was
like, whatever, let it go. And
the waiter was so apologetic and he was so good. And we told him, we're like, hey, we're going to get a military discount anyway, whatever. But long story short, he brought his manager out. They had a couple of things happening, like people walked off the job apparently. So another discount. We had our $150 voucher. Chastity ended up paying like $14 for all of us to eat. So all of us ate for $14.
So we ate the first night for free. $14 for all of us the second night.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then then
we had the $50 voucher for.
Yeah, we had the $50 voucher. Dylan and Kaylee went and ate the night that we had to return Dylan, and we were getting ready to leave Dustin. We had to leave the next morning. Too many D's. That's what she said. But anyway, it's been a while since we've been live. I just got to get it all out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the last day we're in there hanging out in the pool, and you saw the singing that was going on there, and there may have been some inebriation that took place to lead up to that. But anyway, start at the bar. We do some Miami Vice, then start drinking some rum and coke. Opened up the bar, opened up the tab, told the kids like, hey.
Not the kids. We told Dylan and Kaylee.
Like the bar. I've got to start at the tab. Just put everything on the tab, right? Hey, Bruce, welcome in. Good to see you. Be safe while you're driving and listening. So, so we're like, hey, there's an open tab that's being charged to our room at the bar. Get whatever you want. So we do that. And
we didn't say get whatever you want. Well, we said you can go get a drink. You can go get another one. Like, not just go get what you want.
Not like go crazy. So then I started getting buckets of Corona. And so I'm like, we'll share buckets of Corona. I don't know how many buckets came. I don't know exactly how many drinks were ordered. But the bottom line, at the end of the night, the end of the day, evening, tip and all, $400.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a $400 bar tab? And have you ever had one where you didn't see it coming? They just wha-pow. I was thinking like $150, something like that. I didn't think it was going to be that. I didn't think it was going to be $400.
I was sitting there counting them. I mean, the drinks were expensive. Well,
yeah,
we didn't
I mean,
know.
we weren't drinking exactly bottom shelf on everything either. I mean, we weren't drinking top shelf, but yeah, that one hurt a little bit.
But it was fun. We had so much fun that day.
We were angry for a second, and then we're like, you know what? I would have paid $1,000. I'd have paid more for the day that we just had.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that we had such a good day, because we fly back home, and I fly away from Chastity, go back to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, because I had a work engagement there, and she comes back here, and I get one of the worst phone calls other than family members' deaths that I've ever heard in my life, because Chastity's freaking out, and Riley's trying to help her, and she'll tell you what exactly happened.
We get home. The dogs have been home alone. I mean, we have somebody staying with them, but here at the house the whole time. And so nothing happened while we're gone, and nothing's ever happened while we're gone with the dogs, or while we're home. But I let the dogs out, and Girly, the sweetest thing that's so playful, and she sees Ellie in the yard and attacks her. And Ellie is covered in blood. She had like this huge hole in her stomach. She was about to die. So we rushed her to the emergency vet,
which is not close, by the way. It was a 25-minute drive across the bridge. Was the closest emergency vet. This happened at like 10 at night.
Yeah, it was about 11.
11.
And
it was 10 for me, 11 for you. Yeah.
Yeah, and we thought she was dying. I had a towel holding her, and it's covered in blood. And we get there, and they save her life. They fix her up, and she has about 20 stitches all over her stomach's cut one end to the other. She has cuts all over her legs, her arms. She's
Girly was going pitiful. In for the kill.
She has tubes hanging out of her. She has 4 tubes coming out of her to drain off infection. But so we went back Friday to try and get the tubes removed, and they looked at her and said she has to go right back into surgery because she is covered in infection, because they put the tubes, the other vet put the tubes in wrong, and all the things that's supposed to be draining out of her was draining right back into her. So she had lots of infection. So she had to have the cut opened back up, all the tubes put back in, the infection cleaned out, everything all over again. But she survived, and she was fine with that.
So we're not going to show the gore because I don't want anybody to be upset by it. But
you are showing it.
Sorry, but there she is with her cone on. And we've been babying her, but yeah, she is 100% better, probably 200% better than she's been. So apologize if that bothered anybody.
Yeah,
but I know people want to see her. Everybody knows about Miss Ellie, the Moonlight Mutt. So
yeah, and Grandma I have bites too, because I was trying to jump in and get Girly off of her. I don't know if she thought she was a rabbit or what, but she was going in for the kill, and I'm just trying to pry her off, and she's biting me. I have bites everywhere, so I have to go in the next day and get a tetanus shot, get put on antibiotic for all my bites. And
it was crazy.
She went back today, and they said that everything is looking really good
for a third procedure.
Yeah, she did have to be put to sleep again today to put in a new tube, do some new stitching, but everything's healing up nice. She still has a really long way to go, but she's going the right direction now.
So with that, we may not be going on our next cruise, just because she's got to heal, and she's got to be very stable. You can see how emotional it's making Chastity just to relive it. And she called me, and I could just tell, like, it was so. I was freaking out. I mean, she is my service dog. She's not trained, but she knows when I'm having problems. And the whole time when Chastity was holding her, taking her to the vet, and she's in tears, all Ellie wanted to do was lick her in the face and let her know everything was going to be okay.
She was.
That's how much of a great dog
she had a hole in her stomach that's the size of a baseball, and her leg like hanging off, and she's comforting me.
Yeah. She's such a good girl. She's such a good girl. And so Blaine asked about Girly. So we've started reintroducing her a little bit. We've got her on a leash. But yeah, Girly
has no idea. She's looking at her like, what happened? She really thinks that she was attacking a rabbit or something else.
Yeah. So
she's never been mean to the dogs. Ellie usually puts her in her place, like, and Girly's like, oh, dang.
Grandma said the $1 million dog. Busby says that's a bill. Yeah, it's been.
It's quite a bit.
Every time we go, it's like 1,000, 500, 1,000. But she's worth it. We'll do whatever we got to do, however many extra hours we got to put in. But if we have to miss our 24th anniversary cruise to make sure she's stable and okay, we'll do it. It'll be fine.
Once she's better, we'll show some pictures and stuff if anybody wants to see them. But
we appreciate. I know a lot of you folks. Well, not a lot of you folks. Some people knew what was going on. Not everybody. There wasn't very many people that knew anything about what's going on with me. I told you guys about my about my blood pressure. So the night that this was going on with Ellie and Chastity, my blood pressure spiked. Let's see, where's that night at?
It was last
right there.
Monday.
162 over 105. Then the next day, 149 over 104.
That's yeah.
I don't have. I mean, it's just wow. So yeah, Meg, she's tough. She is tough.
Really is. She's been put under 3 times in the last 6 days, and
she started getting the compartment syndrome or whatever, because the infection and stuff that was supposed to be going through the tube was going into her leg. And so Chastity, I was still going with my, and she's like, I gotta take her back, so she took her back on Friday because one of her tubes had came off.
Well, I knew that these tubes were, I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know, but they're called drainage tubes. So I'm just thinking they should be draining something, but nothing ever came out. So I'm just like, dang, maybe she just don't have any infection. No, she did. It was just put in wrong and going right back in.
Yeah.
But
she bit it off because it's like she knew there was something going on. So then the stuff came out, and we didn't realize that. Chastity thought she had pulled it or pushed it back up in there, but I'm out taking her to, she has had just a couple bowel movements. So I look at her poop every time just to make sure everything's good. And there's the tube. She's like, I gotta get this thing out of there.
Yeah.
Hey, what is going on? Kicking It Country. Good to see you guys. Good to have you. And there's a prayer warrior we could use for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's been, highs and lows.
We had the best day to the works. It was, so I had to get up at 4 o'clock that morning to have him all the way back to Pensacola at the airport at 6.
Yeah.
And then we flew back. I was so ready to go to bed, but I didn't get to go to bed. We got home they told me to just go ahead and leave. They're going to keep her. And I said, it's fine. I'll wait. And they said, no, there's no need. we're going to be back here. There's no need. Go home. So I went home, and that was like 3:00 in the morning, and I slept until I had to be back at 7 to get her. So I had to get up at like 4 or 5. I don't remember, but we didn't get much sleep.
No, not at all.
2 hours maybe.
Not at all. It was crazy.
But I couldn't even sleep. Like I've never slept in that bed without her.
Yeah.
Never. So it
I
was
wasn't
hard.
there either.
No. And I tried to get Leia to
Oh
sleep
my
with me,
gosh.
and she was just like, no.
And I woke
That's
up like,
weird.
I mean, I guess it's stress or whatever. Chastity looked it up, but I woke up with like almost lockjaw. Like my jaws were just super sore.
No,
And
I didn't look it up. I know, like, when
Yeah.
you're stressed, like, you grind your teeth and stuff. Like,
it was a
night.
crazy night. Crazy night. So I didn't go into work until later that day. And then, so, you know, I've had up to this point, I had the seizure in 2 other episodes. And then the day I'm leaving from Fort Campbell to come home, I have another one. You know, I wake up and I'm dizzy. I kind of did a little stretch, and then my hands start shaking and I just get dizzy. So
I don't think that was a seizure, though.
we don't know. We don't know if it was like a vertigo thing or what. But anyway, I laid back down and told the guy I was supposed to ride with that I'm gonna just Uber down because I need some time. Which I was pretty much good after that, except I was really dizzy and like I almost felt hungover. But yeah, it's just been, you know, we've got a little bit of figuring out things, and Chastity is going to get me fixed completely up. But
Yep.
yeah, so Meg, I reached out to Meg because, you know, Meg and I we do a buddy system thing and check on each other from time to time, and she's like knew something was up when you called instead of texted. And
Yeah.
same thing with you know, Tracy, my mother-in-law, and Chastity's mom. You know, she goes to bed 8:00 on the dot, you know, and I call her at like 11:00 at night. So, you know, she knew something was up and let all the family know. But crazy. Yeah, Blaine, it may have been. I mean, just it's a lot. It's been a lot, and you know, my job is not easy either. On top of all this, so
Yeah.
but yeah, we all seem to be somewhat on the mend. You know, taking it day by day, but it's all good. You know, it's all part of a greater plan. You know, who knows? You know, if those things wouldn't have happened, maybe something worse would have happened, and you just got to keep on the sunny side. Always on the sunny side. So, yep, is what it is. So, all right, guys, we're going to start closing it out here. So at the end of this, you know, we did a redirection. So when we get done with the live, it's going to redirect you to tomorrow's podcast. So tomorrow, the Naughty Cruiser and I will be going with our peer-to-peer travel chats podcast, and we are going to have Coach Cruz on with us. So yeah, check that out. It's going to be exciting. Coach Cruz knows a lot of cruise directors. We'll probably have some conversation on that. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's pretty unique. We're going to have a ton of cruise creators, a ton of travel influencers. Right now we have 2 podcasts up, and we're going to continue to build, trying to do at least 2 podcasts per month. This will be our 3rd episode, but what we like to do is just sit and chat, because you see us doing this. Sometimes you see folks come on other people's lives and everybody kind of talks about their channel. This is an opportunity to learn the people behind the channel and what they do for a living and what they'd like to share with everyone. So it's really cool. I enjoy it. One thing to know is if you come on there, we will not be answering in the chat. The moderators will talk to you guys, but since it's a podcast recording, it's just a free spillage of talking. And then, of course, keep note that we are now on Mondays at 8:30. So go over there, watch Have Luggage Will Travel, and then rate us. You get to go from one Josh to the next Josh. Or if you watch Royal Caribbean Blog, you get to go from Matt to me. I happen to think I'm better looking than all of them. And I know Chastity is better looking than the two guys. I'm not going to comment on the ladies. All the ladies are beautiful. All the ladies are beautiful inside and out. But yeah, so it's been great. Meg, she said, wonderful live. Nice to see y'all's faces and Ellie's face as well. Yes, it was. Be there or be square. Thank you, Michael Ann, on congratulating us for our 50th episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. Like we always say, bless up, put out those good, positive vibes, and that's it for us. So, Moonlight Adventures, we are out.